Anyway, that, if you can apply it, you will be a happy bunny. Moving right along. What I would suggest you do also, and if we had more time, we'd probably do it tonight, but I would suggest you make a list of all the things you could do to facilitate you going the extra mile. That would look like going the extra mile. Anybody got any ideas, just as a matter of interest, that you could do more of? Okay.
I was actually giving him a remark.
No, actually, it's a bit of a strange concept because we don't want people to take advantage of us. So going the extra mile is not about not having boundaries. It's about having very clear boundaries, but just giving more in the workplace, in the home place, wherever. Just putting that extra bit of effort in, being more conscious, and often just being a bit more conscious will be the difference that makes the difference. A silly example. When I'm really conscious about making my wife a cup of tea, she knows. When I'm not that conscious about making her a cup of tea, she goes, "Hey, you weren't with this. You were somewhere else, weren't you?" Because no, but the reality is that there's an example. Actually, consciously putting effort into making a blooming cup of tea. Come on. It can be the difference that makes the difference. It doesn't have to be huge, it can be quite small. And you can do it with everybody around you. Okay, so if you can take that, you'll be a happy bunny. Oh, right, what else? So, the next thing, and I'm not going to explain this, follow your conscience. Conscientious, follow your conscience. What's right for you? Pretty straightforward. Go against your conscience and you'll be unhappy. Boom. All these things, being conscientious for this year, the more we follow who we are and how we are, the happier we'll be and our life will work a lot better. It doesn't matter what's going on with society. This one's a good one. Making sure that you're not feeling forced into doing something. So often we feel we have to do that. If you're feeling forced, you're going into victim mode. Don't. Resolve that actually it's something you want to do. Because why are you doing it otherwise?
Dare to say no. Dare to say no.
Dare to say no. Absolutely. No, that doesn't work for me. People respect people that say no. People that always say yes, no respect. And that's a big difference between a can-do kind of person and a person that just says yes, 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 yes. That's a pushover. So, okay. Right. So in line with that, a comment is, there are no victims on planet Earth. If you feel like you're forced, you're going to victim mode. There aren't victims. Most of life, as a general rule, is a decision that we make. I want to do it, or I'm not going to do it. You don't have to do most things. And if you're feeling like you have to all the time, why? The third point, which is really important, it's the third aspect, is our intent. So we've been doing three things. Yeah? Congruence, conscientious, and intent. Those are the three areas of staying in line with self. Okay. So, whoops. What is intent? Anyone? What is intent? What are we doing when we have an intent?
We're going to fulfill something.
We're trying to fulfill something.
you're aiming towards.
Okay?
A decision?
Aiming. Decide. Yeah, what else?
Action is
Taking.
amazing.
Action. Yeah,
Taking control of something.
control. Yep. All of these things have energy behind them. If we have an intent, we are basically putting our will behind that thing and driving us forward. We are using our will. Really important to recognize that if we've got an intent and we follow it with our will, we kind of are driven forward. If we have an intent and it's weak, nothing tends to happen. Yeah? It's not really much of an intent. The fascinating thing is that we all kind of set out with good intent. You've heard that. Yeah? Set out with good intent. So, New Year's resolutions. Birthday promises to self. Anniversary reminders, ideas. When we move into the new house. Yeah? In the summer. Yeah? Or in the winter, or whatever it is. But at a certain time, then we're going to have this good intent. And what happens? It doesn't happen. But why is that?
Because it wasn't from your will, was it? It was, you weren't driving it, I should have done it then. It wouldn't have mattered if it was the summer, the winter, the autumn, the whatever.
Yeah.
You'd have done it.
Maybe.
Wasn't high enough priority.
It wasn't high enough in priority. It was in the future as well. So, of course, the challenge that we face is that we go unconscious with this. So, maybe the priority is low, so we're not aware of it. But even if we think things are important, what we tend to do is become unconscious with them. Does that make sense? So we think about them. So New Year we'll do this, we'll do that, and then other things take over. Natalie, come on. Yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stu?
Are you saying you should make an intent a present thing rather than a future thing?
Absolutely, always. We need to be conscious. Conscientious, conscious, aware. But if we've got an intent, we need to stay conscious with it. We need to keep looking at it. Keep reminding ourselves, this is what I'm intending to do. This is what I want to do. This is where I'm aiming at.
But I thought we were supposed to try and live into our subconscious.
Sure, but the reality is that the intent hopefully is coming from our subconscious.
Oh, so you mean once you've heard it and then it's come from our subconscious and become an intent, we need to move it up to the conscious level so it becomes a doing?
For sure.
We're actually physically
Yeah.
doing and making it happen?
Yeah.
Right.
They're just keeping it going long term for half bit, isn't it?
It is, but it's only that because what Bruce was saying was that it's often a low priority. So we kind of forget about it. And it's not that important. And then suddenly, oh yeah, I've got to go and do that because now I put on 50 pounds. Oh God! And then it becomes high priority, and then we lose 10 pounds and whatever. Yeah, low priority. So, but if we're continuously conscious of it, then we're going to be focusing on it. And we will have a plan. And it will be sufficient priority for us to work with it.